Well, hey everybody, how are you today? I'm Jack and this is Raw Tropical Living, and I'd like to thank you for joining me for another episode today. Shooting this one a little bit later in the day than normal. Just walked back in the house, went down to Pensacola, had a nice day. Found a brand new vegan restaurant, and not only is it vegan, it is raw vegan. So I was really excited for that, and I hung out there, had a good lunch, a big lunch. I actually had two different things. I had a eggplant BLT, and I had a beet walnut burger. And then for dessert, I had carrot cake, and that raw carrot cake was off the hook. Anyhow, today I want to talk about mindfulness and waking up. Guys, I do videos every day. Most days I'm talking about food or health or fitness a little bit, and then on the weekends I like to go off the subject a little bit and talk about just various things, a little bit of philosophy, my mindfulness meditation practice, what have you. So if you haven't done it already, I'd appreciate it if you'd go down there now and hit that subscribe button. And then be sure you immediately go and click on the little bell and check send notifications, because if you don't do that now, you may not stay subscribed to the channel, and YouTube doesn't inform you when you're subscribed or when new videos come out. I got a little reading, just a little short reading I want to do for you today. Actually, another book I picked up when I was in Albany, New York. Now, it is actually going to have to get in line because I'm just about to finish that, The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle, and then I have another book to read before this one. But there's some good stuff in this, and Jon Kabat-Zinn, he's like very well known for mindfulness and his mindfulness, thoughts on mindfulness meditation practice. And I just thought this resonated. I was just kind of, I always, even before I start reading a book, when I get one of these types of books, I'll go through it a number of times, just kind of give it little previews. I'll go through the table of contents and then go do a little preview and see what different sections, different chapters are about. So this one kind of caught my eye, the one about waking up, and it resonated with my personal experience from my mindfulness meditation practice. Taking up a formal meditation practice by making some time for it each day doesn't mean that you won't be able to think anymore, or that you can't run around or get things done. It means that you are more likely to know what you are doing because you have stopped for a while and watched, listened, understood. Thoreau saw this ever so clearly at Walden Pond. His closing message, "Only that day dawns to which we are awake." That's really good. Only that day dawns to which we are awake. If we are to grasp the reality of our life while we have it, we will need to wake up to our moments. Otherwise, whole days, even a whole life, could slip past unnoticed. One practical way to do this is to look at other people and ask yourself if you're really seeing them or just your thoughts about them. Sometimes our thoughts act like dream glasses. When we have them on, we see dream children, dream husband, dream wife, dream job, dream colleagues, dream partners, dream friends. We can live in a dream present for a dream future. Without knowing it, we are coloring everything, putting our spin on it all. While things in the dream may change and give the illusions of being vivid and real, it is still a dream we are caught in. But if we take off the glasses, maybe, just maybe, we might see a little more accurately what is actually here. Thoreau felt the need to go off on a solitary retreat for an extended period of time. He stayed 2 years and 2 months at Walden Pond to do this. "I went to the woods because I wished to live deliberately, to front only the essential facts of life, and see if I could not learn what it had to teach, and not, when I came to die, discover I had not lived." His deepest conviction, to affect the quality of the day, that is the highest of arts. I have never yet met a man who was quite awake. How could I have looked at him? How could I have looked him in the face? Try asking yourself from time to time, am I awake now? My inside, listen to me, the greatest spirit, the teacher, is near. Wake up, wake up. Run to his feet. He is standing close to your head right now. You have slept for millions and millions of years. Why not wake up this morning? That's pretty good stuff. And if you've never read David Henry Thoreau, Walden Pond, that's a must read. That's one of the classics you absolutely have to read. But waking up, I started thinking about that, and I started thinking about how I like to do things sometimes, almost like I'm waking up to something new, seeing things with new eyes for the first time. A lot of that happened simply before my meditation practice started, before I was really tuned into the mindfulness part of it. A lot of that started happening simply by the way I ate. It kind of changed my reflection. I became, just by default, when I started eating a plant-based diet and eating really clean like I do, I started kind of waking up and being more mindful just naturally. I started noticing things. I started really noticing things. I started looking deeper at things instead of putting that, kind of those glasses on, those dream glasses, and seeing things through a filter. As my actual meditation practice has progressed over the last, what has it been? Year and a half, 2 years now. Yeah, about a year and a half now. I've even become a little bit more keenly aware of that when I'm out on my walk sometimes. Sometimes I just stop and try to focus on something and see it, really see it, not see what my words are telling me, not see what my mind is telling me, but actual connect with the object that my eyes are seeing and see that. Or it's not even just seeing, it smells and sounds and everything, when we just when we filter out the noise. It's another meditation. It can be with your eyes open, walking, moving around meditation, when you try to just, it's like you just observe what is there instead of having all the conversation in your head, all that chatter about it. And it's interesting to do that. And the more you do it, the more you tend to appreciate just natural things like that. I dabbled with that a good bit when I was on that big property. Remember that last property I was on in Costa Rica? Because there was stuff there all the time. I mean, there were hummingbirds, there were butterflies, and of course they were beautiful, and of course I had all these thoughts about them, and of course I had seen butterflies before, but I would just try to kind of almost unfocus, and just see these things with no thought, just see these things as if I were a baby. It's almost like being a baby, seeing things with those brand new eyes. Have you ever seen babies? Like, babies are tripping. Babies are like high all the time because they're seeing stuff that they've never seen before. It's all new to them. Imagine going through life like that, not just, having that infancy or that very actual, the first time we see it. What if we saw things? What if we experienced things in our life as if, just the pure experience of it, and didn't assign those thoughts to it, didn't assign the baggage of our experience, but just every time we encountered things, we just actually encountered it. You can try this with people too, sometimes it can help you to rejuvenate, look at your relationships differently, your friends, whatever. The next time you're hanging out with somebody, or, maybe even it's somebody like you see every day, your significant other. Really look at them, really focus on them, really listen to what they're saying, and, don't let your mind be running around and going in circles with all this commentary in there. Listen. It'll help you. It can, a lot of this stuff can kind of translate into a lot of different areas in life. When you learn to see things like that, when you learn to have this mindfulness kind of going all the time, 24/7, it really makes you take a step back and realize like how much chatter is constantly going on. And just for me, I've found just like knocking this chatter back just even a little bit has helped a bit. But anyhow, just some kind of random thoughts today. Hope that didn't jump around too much. Hope it made a little bit of sense and had a little bit of value to you. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you like it, I'd appreciate if you give me a thumbs up. and I'll see you tomorrow. Love you guys. Peace.